Welcome to the Aquarius Full Moon Healing Energy Update. This full moon will be happening on August 19 or 20, depending upon your location on the planet, at 27 degrees of Aquarius. And from a human design perspective, the Sun will be in gate 27, which is called the Gate of Perseverance. Now, this is sacral energy that impacts the connective tissue that supports the vagina and the prostate. The Earth, which grounds the Sun energy, is in gate 30, which is called the Gate of Feelings. This is solar plexus energy that relates to your digestion. And the Moon, well, it's also in gate 30, which means that straight away we know your emotions and gut health are in the spotlight around this full moon. Before we dive in though, I want to say hello, my name is Clare Zivanovic and I am an intuitive naturopath who specialises in using human design for health and healing. To create today's reading for you, I've merged astrology, human design and gene keys with anatomy, physiology and biochemistry principles. My intention is that this healing energy update supports your well-being on all levels. Okay, so let's take a look at the details of this full moon in Aquarius. The theme around this full moon is transformation. You're being invited to transform an area of your life where you felt burdened, overcommitted, and like you've said yes to something or someone that you really prefer that you hadn't. You're ready to release a responsibility, maybe even break a promise that feels like it's not truly aligned with who you are and what you really want. It's vital to be honest with yourself here, as both the Sun and Mercury retrograde are in gate 29 energy. Now this means it's right on time for you to review, rethink and reconsider the commitments that you've previously made, even if you think that you'll look like a so-called failure in the eyes of someone else. Amplifying this energy is Venus in gate 47, and that means you're being called, you're feeling called to release an oppressive experience that will eventually help you align with more joy. But the difficulty you may have in letting it go may actually relate to a karmic wound or issues in your family lineage. So my advice from the get-go is do not let that hold you back, because now is the time for you to release that thing which you know is no longer serving you. There's a lot of three-line energy in play around this Aquarius full moon. And that means it's perfect timing to be aware of your experiences and to really consider which ones feel correct for you and which ones don't. Now, in reality, we sometimes don't know if something is a fit for us until we try it. And this energy supports you in that whole experimental process. Around this full moon though, it's most likely that one experiment or experience that you've had is coming to a close. You ought to know more about what is and what isn't working for you by now, and what you're only half-hearted about and really ready to change and let go of, as I said before. Now, it's been a process of trial and error for you, and now, because you've been through that trial and error, you can review what you've learned from the whole situation. And at the very least, if you choose to let a situation go, know that you have gained wisdom and you have added to the story of your life, and that is always a valuable thing. If you're feeling extra tired or fatigued around this full moon, it's probably a sign that there is something that you really need to transform, something to let go of. Something is weighing down your sacral life force energy. It's creating stress in your biochemistry. And if it's extreme, if it's something that you really hate, it may be weakening the connective tissue that supports your pelvis, perineum, pelvic floor muscles, vagina, or prostate. Release the thing that's weighing you down, and you will be creating space for more vitality and pelvic health to find you once again. Now, with the moon and the earth in gate 30, the best way to navigate what is and what isn't serve you is to tap into your emotions. Don't listen to your head or identify with your mind. Instead, it's your emotions that will guide you and lead you to what you truly desire, to which experiences make you feel light and which heavy ones need to be released. Tune into what you're passionate about and trust that it's part of your fate, it's part of your destiny. Even if it feels hard to let the thing go, please trust in divine timing and trust your ability to change and pivot, because all of this transformation energy is here to serve you in your highest good. Now, I have a little warning for you. If you don't take steps to transform what you truly know is not serving you, not only will your energy drop, but you will also be prone to gut issues. We're talking about bloating, constipation, diarrhea, and even flare-ups of IBS, that's irritable bowel syndrome, and leaky gut syndrome as well. Now, all of these symptoms will likely be fueled by an anxiety that change is hard and that staying where you are might actually be the easier path. Please trust me though, staying where you are in the situation where you're totally fed up, it will not serve you. It will only lead to melancholy and a decline in your health, especially if you already have IBS or leaky gut or even SIBO, because your already poor nutrient absorption could actually become worse. Conversely, let go of the thing that you're fed up with, and then your gut health actually has the potential to improve. Now, the other thing to mention about this Aquarius full moon is that both Mars and Jupiter are in human design gate 45, which is the gate of the gatherer. This means your transformation will likely impact or be connected to the well-being of your community in some way. So if you can align with your truth and drop your need to compete or compare yourself with others, this energy tells me that you could actually have an aura of influence that others admire. You'll be a leader in one area, and that ultimately supports the collective good, even if you don't realize it at the time. Now, this is all because you simply choose to let go of the thing that no longer serves you. People will look at you and go, wow, well done. I admire that you've done that. Maybe I could consider dropping that thing that isn't serving me too. Just a note though, if you are struggling to transform and you're trying to avoid the situation, you're trying to avoid letting go of something that you know you need to let go of, well, you could actually be prone to using shopping as therapy around this full moon. Both small and large purchases are possible, so just be a little mindful if you go shopping around the Aquarius full moon. Next, let's talk about how you can align with the energy of this full moon. I have a few tips for you. And the first one is simply to notice which experiences or people in your life you are fed up with. Which ones make you frustrated? Which ones make you angry? Which ones make your energy contract inwards? Which people or situations make you feel zapped in vitality when you're involved with them? that's a pretty good sign that you need to consider changing or letting something go in that area. Now, it'll also be important to meditate around this full moon to help calm your mind and help you tune into your emotions, because you could have a pretty active mind around this time and you don't want to get lost in your thoughts, because the more you get lost in churning thoughts, well, that can actually churn up your digestion as well. And your digestion might already be sensitive around this time, so we don't want to perpetuate that. I also recommend around this time, if you're struggling to release the thing that's weighing you down, why don't you imagine how it would feel to have that thing no longer in your life? Before you take the action, really allow your energy to feel what it's like to be the more authentic version of you, because you've chosen to honor your energy. If you can feel more of that authenticity, it will help give you the courage and the confidence to find ways to release the thing that you need to with more ease and more grace. My next recommendation is that you remember that it's okay to change your mind and to say no. It's very natural and normal for us to go through life and have experiences we like and experiences we don't like. And often it's through that experiential process that we know what does and what doesn't feel good for us. So because you've had that experience with the 3-line energy we were talking about earlier, you may need to say no to something now, and that is totally fine. Of course, leaning into your human design strategy and authority will help to guide you through this process and decrease any stress that you might feel. Oh, and I will just mention again while we're in the advice section that please be mindful if you're going shopping around the Aquarius full moon. Just take note if you're buying things maybe as a therapeutic action, or if you actually need the thing and it makes you feel good. Now let's look at some suggestions to support you physically around this full moon. First, drink some herbal teas that support your digestion. Some of the best ones at this time are chamomile, lemon balm, and fennel. It's also useful to eat plenty of low-fat, clean proteins to support your connective tissues and your hormones. And it's also useful to eat more glutamine-rich, gut-healing vegetables, which include cabbage, spinach, kale, and parsley. They are all the ones that can help to get into your gut and help improve your ability to absorb the nutrients that you eat, so that leaky gut and SIBO and maybe even IBS are less of a problem moving forward. But please use your strategy and authority so that you know what is correct for you. And finally, the crystal that resonates with this Aquarius full moon is turquoise. So it would be beautiful to meditate with a piece of turquoise, put it in your pocket, sleep with it underneath your pillow, maybe even charge some fresh filtered water in the sunlight and the moonlight with a turquoise crystal, and then drink that after the full moon has passed. That would serve you very well around this time. As this healing energy update comes to a close, I genuinely hope these messages support you during the Aquarius full moon. Thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscribes. And they do support my humble channel to grow. So genuinely from my heart, thank you. And if you're interested in having a human design reading with me, or even learning more about my human design self-hypnosis audios for generators, manifesting generators, projectors, manifestors, and reflectors, I promise to put all the details below for you. And until next time, I wish you the very best of everything.